we should now be live. Hello, everybody. Oh, that's interesting. They don't have any sound up at the moment. Ah, there we go. Just in case this is copyright protected, I shall make that so quiet. Can never tell when it comes to Frontier streams. That is a day. You realize they can't see you, so you don't have to... You know what I'm like. Okay. Hello, Northern P and Greater Northern Fan? Is that the full name? Prehistoric Planet Ice Age. I was a bit surprised they were doing that, if I'm honest. It's not going to be narrated by David Attenborough, and that's a disappointment, because really, Prehistoric Planet, it's David Attenborough doing a dinosaur documentary. That's David Attenborough being part of Prehistoric Planet in the first place was like one of the big draws. So seeing that he's not going to be in the Ice Age one is a kind of a disappointment. But I suppose he's a bit too busy with other things at the moment. I'll tell him you said that, Rob. Hello, Monster. Jow. Hello, Dan's Doodles. Mr. Fletcher. Am I Mr. Fletcher? Just Fletcher will do. I agree with you, Smaug. I've never been particularly interested in prehistoric mammals. You know, there's a few that are my favourites. Andrewsarchus is one of my favourites. But I'm mostly a Cenozoic and Mesozoic fan. Hello, Jesse. Yeah, I'm hoping, Great Northern Fan, I'm hoping that this is not going to be just a longer look at the baby feature focus. I kind of want to see some new stuff here. Primarily the modular building. I want to see the modular building in action. Hello, Sarcastic Paleontologist and King Giga. Baby woolly rhino must be protected at all costs. The monster pig. Rob, please don't. Oh my lord. That particular individual on Evo's stream would not shut up about that. Show us the damn balloon. Actually, I agree with you, Dance Doodles, although could we not have full caps, please? It's a bit rude to just full caps messages, but I do agree. It would be nice to start seeing some of the other attractions. I'm getting a little bit worried about the lagoons at the moment because we haven't seen any other lagoon animals apart from the mosasaur, and it looks like apart from like the nesting thing, it doesn't seem like we've got many new things for the lagoon, so I'm getting a bit worried about them. Hello, Diablo. Yeah, I'm tired of hearing about babies now. I want to hear about the rest of the stuff, because fundamentally, babies are not something I'm dramatically interested in. I don't really think they add very much to the gameplay. Apart from giving us something to sell for easy money. You know, which is a very, very capitalist way of doing it. Hello, Cairo. And hello, Berenson. I'm just finishing off a cup of tea. Also, if you wonder why I keep looking over there, it's because you guys are on my second monitor, and the camera is on top of my main monitor, and Cerberus is next door. As he is now named after you guys voted for the name to call him Cerberus. Prehistoric Kingdom has already had babies, so again, when it comes to dinosaur games and having breeding as a mechanic, I'm not particularly that interested. But that's something for a different conversation. I'm hoping that's going to be loud enough. I don't want it too loud because obviously.
Hello everybody, welcome to Frontier Unlocked, the show where we put space travel, dinosaurs and roller coasters all on the same sofa. My name is Rich, I will be your host this evening. Welcome, welcome wherever you are in the world. Let's see, who we got in the chat today? There's quite a few people. Hello, hello. A lot of commanders, a lot of salutes. I'm not going to salute this time, I promise.
That's a good explanation, Smack, actually, because I was surprised at the
hello, J-Man the Angel, Elvis
the choice.
Kremen. Welcome, welcome. I would say good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you're watching in the world. Let us know where you're watching from. We love hearing whereabouts you guys have come from to tune in today. Welcome, welcome, everyone. It is lovely to see you all. As always, if you are watching on Twitch, by the way, we do have Twitch drops available for you. So if you are watching for at least 15 minutes tonight, you can pick up one of these fantastic paint jobs. The Prestige Purple for the Aspen Explorer and for the Federal Assault Ship. Which, look, they're fantastic. Absolutely love those. Who have we got? Oh my goodness.
Ugly.
We've got Poland, we've got Mexico. See lots of names. Germany as well. Welcome,
Let's just
everyone.
stick some lines
drops,
over
make sure
the
you're watching
spaceship
on Twitch,
in
twitch.tv/Frontier for at least 15 minutes, and you can pick up one of these fantastic paint jobs. So, coming up this evening on Frontier Unlocked, we have got more from Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Frontier did not make Prehistoric Kingdom.
We've got a quick update about Planet Coaster 2. And we've got a treat in store for the commanders in the chat, as well as our giveaway as per usual. But
so many Germans in the stream.
I'm about to change things up here. It's Christmas for the commanders because you lot are going first. So, hot off the back of the Panther Clipper Mark II making its way to shipyards.
Okay, they're just going to talk about Elite Dangerous. What I think we'll do is we'll turn him down while he's talking about Elite Dangerous, because we don't really care about Elite Dangerous, do we, guys? And let's perhaps, you know, talk about something else while they're dealing with Elite Dangerous. So what did people think of the feature focus that we had? Raptors, let's not have full caps. The the feature focus this week was all about the Patago Titan and the babies and that.
I'm looking at producing the new ships, designing the new ships, and all things ship related.
What did people think of the Patago Titan?
Obviously, the Panther Clipper Mark II.
Oh, my favourite design from Prehistoric Kingdom is easily the Spinosaurus.
That was a fun one.
Easily.
That's a big ship. It took a lot of time to get ready and to get out. Lots of conversations about what that ship should be to match.
Is he got like a piece of Velcro on the front of his hat?
From the old game, but also a ship that we promised about 10 years ago ourselves.
Looks like there's supposed to be like a logo or something there, and someone's just pulled it off.
That's partly because we wanted to find a role in it. From the reaction, I think we have. It's been great to see. It's always a little bit nervous.
Patago Titan is what Rebirth Titanosaurs should have been. It's sexy but very similar to the Alamo. Yeah, I mean...
And also the news that in terms of paint jobs, the top selling one was Midnight.
If we have Alamo as well, I kind of think it would be a bit of a waste. If they're going to get rid of Alamo and have Patago Titan in its place, then that's fine.
Obviously, hot off that, it's gone down really well, but there are... I mean, do the ships have brakes? There are genuinely no brakes on this train. Because...
keeps on rolling.
Yeah,
Rich Newbold looks very different since the last time I saw him. That's not Rich Newbold, Berenson. That's a different Rich.
I love it. It's absolutely gorgeous, this, seeing the lights breaking through the dust. But
I like the design. Would rather was
dust is
Argentino, but
clearing.
I'm fine.
So what can you tell us about this? What is this?
So these images are really fun to put together.
We did not really need another large sauropod, in my opinion. I agree, Diablo. I don't understand. Like, we know they're going to have to cut like 40 species of animal from the game. Like, did we really need another large sauropod? I'm assuming that some of the sauropods are going to be cut out. But if they cut out Alamo and obviously the Dread and the Brachy probably won't be, and the Apato probably won't be, but if they cut out like all the rest, I'm kind of be disappointed about that. Speaking as someone who, you know, likes Star Trek and likes starship design, I quite like that design, actually. I don't like the off-center cockpit. That ticks me off. I hate asymmetry in stuff. But I quite like that design.
So, there we go. The Type 11 Prospector. Can we talk more?
Can we have it in a proper resolution, please?
The clip that you saw there was obviously concept art images, but it's give you a good look at it ahead of us actually getting into game.
Menchie is probably a safe bet. Yeah, that's a good point.
The industrial aesthetic. So, what is the?
I would assume Maiasaura is not going to get cut. Like, as much as I would love it to be cut because I hate it, I think it's like if it's not going to be in the game with the baby dinosaurs, then like, what are they doing?
Definitely, as you might have guessed from the teaser image and the clip that we just rolled, mining related. Also, the name, of course, Prospector. So it is our first mining specialized ship.
It's a mining ship. Well, that makes sense. Actually, it looks very utilitarian.
Ship in the game. So why now for a mining specific ship and for players who?
Although I'm surprised it's taken them that long to have a mining specific ship, given how old Elite Dangerous is.
Got it. So,
Petco, I think they gave us a sauropod because almost all of the sauropods have horrific skins.
Our designers, Curtis and the team, always work from trying to identify a role that.
Well,
in this case.
The problem with the sauropod skins could be addressed if they gave them good skins.
To the miners out there in the game, I have to say that
so I don't think that's necessarily an excuse for giving us yet another
it feels really
tool.
It feels visually
sauropod.
I like flying around in the black as much as anyone, but certainly when you are flying around an asteroid field and you have all of that movement and registration,
Tyrannus has got to stay. I agree, King Giga.
That feels like a really cool experience. I've always liked that area of the game.
I would hope that a Margosaurus stays. If Nigersaurus went, I wouldn't be too disappointed. But personally, I think both Amarga and Nigersaurus should stay because they both represent like a really small type of sauropod. Not every animal has to be enormous, and you know, having so many enormous sauropods, I think is a bit of you know, we have too many. Like, let's have a range of size.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I love the Oviraptor design for Prehistoric Kingdom. I think it looks really cool.
One of the things that we've been wanting to do with this new wave of ships that we've been doing in the past year and a bit has been to.
I hope Patago Titan doesn't end up in the category of bad skins. I mean, I really do hope they improve the skins in general for a lot of different animals because a lot of those skins were really bad. The Ankylosaurs, the sauropods especially suffered, I think, in JWE2. There was a few carnivores as well. I always thought that T-Rex had some very bland ideas for skins. I would like to see T-Rex have something that's a bit more imaginative.
Trying to navigate through,
if Jurassic World Evolution 3 cut a species from base game in DLC,
and, rugged in a way that then also
if they cut a species from the base game and then put it in a DLC with a redesign, would I be okay with it?
engine modules at the back, so we've got a different.
I would be less
the
unokay with it, if that's an answer.
Engine configuration is shared, but what we've done is we've arrayed that in a very different.
Path of Titans has spoiled me for Amaga.
What I like about that, I think, is
I think
very
Prehistoric
useful
Kingdoms
to
Amaga is
people
pretty
like
nice.
Icon. It would make total sense for them to reuse and adapt parts from one ship and to have them shared with another. It's just practical.
Triceratops definitely had poor skins, I agree, Kara. In fact, I think a lot of the Ceratopsians had pretty bad skins, personally. Styracosaurus, for me, is one of those... I love Styracosaurus, it's one of my favourite dinosaurs. I hate Jurassic World Evolution 2 Styraco. They spoiled it incredibly with that, the way they did the frill.
And players who know that myself and Simon love to bring a little bit of animation to the ship, different modes and.
Prehistoric Kingdom doesn't have a Margosaurus. No, it has Argentinosaurus.
Landed, for instance, or in different,
Sorry, I was talking about Argentino.
You might imagine that when we actually
Too many dinosaurs to remember in all of these different games.
which we'll definitely be seeing next time. So that's one.
Diablo and
the other one
Carnato would have been nice in Rebirth, but was
ships with
cut.
a,
Yes, I was surprised to hear that they weren't in it, even though we got those little pump Fungo
Can we
figures.
see the ship at the front?
Are you still talking about this?
Because I spotted something earlier when we saw this. Yeah. So you've got the
Mining
at the front
ship.
That's off, as you say, it's off center, but there's like a big hatch next to it. Is that a hardpoint slot?
So that is definitely a hardpoint slot, and as you say, it's next to the off-center cockpit.
500 compies in Fletcher's Park when hell freezes over, Rob.
So the
You can
hardpoint
take
is
that to the
obviously
bank.
Not just a large hardpoint. It is a large hardpoint that is capable of taking a new type of module. So we're trying to.
I was
a
actually,
lot of the new
King Giga, I was actually surprised at how many DLCs Planet Zoo actually has. Because I was responding to someone on Reddit talking about sort of how they think the DLC cycle for JWE3 will go. And I was kind of horrified to see that Planet Zoo now has 108, near enough, £180 of DLC.
That can be fitted to the ship.
So if you take the base game price of £35, that's
designing hardware for the ships rather than just the ships.
6 times, about probably less than that actually, probably about 4.5, 5 times the cost of the base game in DLC. Now the question becomes, at what point does a game have too much DLC? And I think Planet Zoo, I fear, is coming up to that point where I think it has too much. Like, it has more than Planet Coaster 1 does. And obviously it has more than Jurassic World Evolution 2 and 1 does as well, so...
and also we wanted it to feel super heavy duty, and we looked at a lot of hardcore mining equipment.
Good God, it looks like something an American would make. How many barrels can we get on this gun?
Drill-like in appearance. Yeah. So yeah, we're really kind of happy with
I have most
and,
Planet Zoo DLC, but only the ones I like.
our,
See,
VFX artists, our
that is the common argument I hear stated where I go, X and X game might have too much DLC, and the argument is, well, it's your choice to buy it or not buy it. Well, my response to that is, well, okay, but it's also the game designer's choice to cut stuff out or not give it to us for free and demand that we pay for it. Now, plenty of people were ticked off at having to buy the hybrids again. Why not say, oh, well, it's player choice, you don't have to buy the hybrids again, and no, you know, in theory, you don't have to buy the hybrids again, but should the hybrids have been cut and then resold back to us? How often do we want stuff to be removed and sold back to us? Because that's what DLC is these days. 9 times out of 10, these companies just remove stuff and sell it back to us, and it's... We don't really want that to get massively out of hand.
That kind of ship that feels a little bit...
I would say the cutoff is when the total price of all the DLCs exceeds that of the base game. So Jurassic World Evolution 2 hit that, I think, just before the hybrid DLC came out.
but definitely has.
I think that's fair.
Character to it, and I think that's what we're going for with this ship.
I love it. I absolutely do. But I think for the commanders,
For me, it's debatable on what the best small carnivore is. It's either Coelophysis, Utahraptor, Concavenator, or Dimetrodon. I wouldn't classify Concavenator or Dimetrodon as small.
Obviously,
I wouldn't include Utahraptor as small either.
Just want to change, or again, find that banana.
Coelophysis is definitely small. Utahraptor, Concavenator, Dimetrodon, I would classify as like the lower end of medium. When it comes to like dinosaur size, like you say Utahraptor is small, but Utahraptor is actually still quite big comparatively to say a human being.
Which I think is kind of cool.
To me, small is like you have to be less than a human being is small in my opinion. And then if you're like human being and a bit above, that's like medium. And then if you're really, really tall, that's like large. And then you have sauropods, which are obviously super large.
And you can go from different looks with those in there. So we'll definitely be working on some different.
I can imagine them pulling that again with the hybrids. I think if they did it for a third time, they would be monumentally stupid, because people were kind of angry about it the second time, or with the second game. For them to do it again for the third game, oh, there would be a lot of hate. There would be a lot of hate.
So we don't have an exact date just yet, but I can say that it will be out this autumn.
Fantastic stuff. Well, thank you so much for
I think there are too many DLCs when the game has the word planet in it.
Bringing the Type 11 Prospector to the table. It looks absolutely phenomenal. I'm sure the chat.
Oh, they finally stopped talking about the ugly mining ship.
That is coming to soon. The Vanguard's update is also on its way. And we can confirm to you that the free update will be in your hands in late August. I think we alluded to it being maybe early August before, but we just need a little bit more time.
Am I the only one distracted about how hairy his arms are? Is that cruel to say? I don't know, but like, he has really hairy arms. See, now I love space and sci-fi, but Elite Dangerous has never appealed to me as a game. It's too complicated. It's too. You know, I remember when the one time I played it, I couldn't figure out how to land the ship, let alone do much more with it. And it's so monetized as well. It's Elite Dangerous. I turned the Frontier stream down, Rob, while we were talking, because we don't really want to hear them talking about Elite Dangerous. So I lowered the volume on it, because we don't care about them. I'll put the volume back up when they start talking about the stuff we care about. Oh, I like it in the black and the gold. That's very neat. Yeah, 10 new species, I think, is a good number.
11 Prospector, really exciting stuff for the commanders in the chat. You got first today. You're very welcome. Now, on to Planet Coaster 2. So a few weeks ago, we released
they're on to Planet Coaster.
2 alongside a very handy-dandy welcome video to give you guys a top level, like a.
It looks like we're going to be last today.
This is available on the Planet Coaster YouTube channel.
Well, still, the Planet Coaster stuff might be interesting.
Trailer again before we tell you something new.
You know, trying to guess what features they might include in Jurassic World Evolution 3. A game I will never buy, Suspension. I will be eventually getting it, so me and my buddy Nerd Guy can build our park together, which was something we wanted to do. But both me and him are kind of waiting until, like, it's a bit more feature complete. Because naturally, Planet Coaster 2 came out with not very much stuff.
There you go. That is the summer trailer for Planet Coaster 2. I love that one. Can't imagine why. Anyway, how about something new for Planet Coaster 2 players in the chat? So here is Rich from the development team to tell you a little bit more about a new feature coming in the next free update for Planet Coaster 2.
Hi everyone, I'm Rich Newbold, Game Director on Planet Coaster 2. We're busy working on some new content, but I thought I'd swing by and give you some more information about a new feature coming in our next free update. I'm excited to say that Challenge Mode will be coming to Planet Coaster 2.
See the bags on
Challenge Mode is going to bring a different dynamic to the game and test your ability to run a successful theme park. Complete challenges and get cash rewards that will allow you to continue to level up your park. And as you increase your park rating, you'll be encountering even tougher challenges as you go.
Oh, okay, so they're adding challenge mode to Planet Coaster 2. What is this? What is Rich's obsession with challenge mode? He was the one that put it in Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2. Now he's bringing it to Planet Coaster. He has a fetish for challenge mode.
Reducing certain things like guest needs and sunburn. Whereas the hardest difficulty is quite the opposite, with less cash to start with and an increase in management requirements.
He looks like If Best in Slot and the Gaming Beaver.
Name your park and get stuck in. Now you may have clicked easy difficulty, but you didn't think we'd make it that easy, did you? You're going to be greeted first.
I'll have to tell that one to Evo Dance Doodles. I bet she'll like that.
In the top left of the screen, you'll see your starting challenges, and in the bottom left of the screen, you'll see how much money you have to start building your park.
Criminal.
Each challenge will reward you once it's completed.
Bit harsh.
You can see here that building a pool with at least one changing room is going to secure you a nice tidy sum. Completing challenges will make the task of building a successful park even easier.
See, I don't really think challenge mode is necessary for a park builder. I'm gonna shut him up for a bit. I don't think challenge mode is necessary for a park builder because the point of park builders, city builders, other sim games like that is that the challenges that they tend to put in challenge mode really ought to be part of the base experience. Like sim games, the whole challenge of playing them is you're supposed to be managing your economy, you're supposed to be managing your various inputs, whether that's in a city builder, whether you're managing your energy, your water, your garbage, your healthcare, etc. All of those things are supposed to be in the base game as is, so kind of adding them into a specific challenge mode always felt a bit sort of missing the forest for the trees.
But now it's time for the giveaway, because we know you love giveaways. If you're watching on Twitch, twitch.tv/Frontier,
I'll put this up a bit louder in case any of you guys want to join the giveaway.
We have got for the elites fans, the commanders in the house, we have one of these lovely elite beanies. We also have, it's under my sofa, hang on a second, an elite mouse pad. Make sure I get this the right way around. Is that right? Is that upside down?
Yeah, that's a pretty cool mouse pad.
There you go. Elite mouse pad. That could be yours.
Mouse mat, really.
As well
I have a mouse mat from PC Specialist.
Zoo players.
Quite hard wearing.
This lovely LP of You, Me and Other Animals, the soundtrack to Planet Zoo. That
a vinyl? What?
As well as...
Do they understand who their audience is? I bet 99% of their audience...
X mouse for your PC.
Don't know what the heck an LP is.
One of two.
Oh, look at it. We go,
controller. We have
this doesn't fit in my CD player.
Xbox Series X or S controller, as well as a... Is this blue? Blue. What's the colour name of this specific?
I have a Logitech mouse myself. I have the...
either of these, so if you are the
one with the metal rollable
just let us know which flavour of controller you would like. So these are available as part of the giveaway. You need to be on Twitch, so twitch.tv.
I especially like this one because you can disable the ratchet on the mouse wheel, so you can just spin it, or you can just flick it and it will just keep spinning and spinning and spinning. It makes going down long build menus much easier.
Lakon, L-A-K-O-N, exclamation mark Lakon. which is the manufacturer of the Type 11 Prospector, if you were paying attention. There will be a test.
I still think the first two
So,
Tycoon games
that's
are the
what's
kings of
available
these
in
animal
this
park builders.
month's giveaway.
Um,
So please jump over to Twitch if you would like to.
I don't know. I would have to play
and grab
Planet
a
Zoo,
bunch
which
of
I
these
do
goodies
intend to
I've now scattered
do
all around me. Look, you can still see it in shot. I'll
on
put this
Friday,
down now.
possibly.
But while you guys are all entering, if you're over on Twitch, I'm going to do some waffle about Planet Zoo Console Edition, because
No, they're talking about Planet
enjoy
Zoo.
just
So
under
we
a
are
week away from
definitely
the
lost.
Americas and Asia pack being available for our console
Silence him
players.
again.
And you can journey through the most biodiverse continents.
I don't understand the hate for
wild
challenge
in the
mode. It's for
Americas,
people
or
who
uncover
wanted
the
every
beauty of
species on
Asia,
JW
where you will
to
encounter 14
launch
incredible
into the
species
whole
that will
new
bring
player
wonder
base.
to your zoos. And to name a couple of the animals in this pack, we've got the
I don't hate challenge mode. I just think it's a really pointless addition. Like, it literally existed on Jurassic World Evolution 2 at launch to unlock stuff. That's literally all it was for. And then the minute they gave everyone everything anyway, it was like pointless. Like, again, the stuff they awarded for challenge mode was never worthwhile. With Jurassic World Evolution 3, they're apparently offering a lot more. They're offering, like, scenery items and stuff now. So that might give me more of an impetus to actually bother with it. But I still think challenge mode is a tedious ball ache 90% of the time.
Okay, so on to some more stuff. I know that it's been in the chat a lot. We've left it long enough. It's time for Jurassic World Evolution 3.
Here we
It's
go.
been a pretty busy month as we brought you 2 dinosaur showcases and 2 feature focuses. And if you've missed any of these so far, you can go to the Jurassic World Evolution YouTube channel to watch them back, or you can go to jurassicworldevolution.com. But there is so much more to see ahead of the game's launch this October. And keep your eyes peeled for more information and more feature focuses in the next month. We've got one coming for terrain tools and one coming for the new modular building in Jurassic World Evolution 3. And the already available,
so
you
it's
can
nice to
look
know
at
that
the
we're gonna
feature
have
focuses
feature
on the
focuses
breeding
on
programs
those
and also
specific
on
things.
family units. So another thing we shared over the last couple of weeks are 2 dinosaur showcases, the Lokiceratops and the Utah Raptor. And to say that these 2 have gone down incredibly well with the community is pretty much an understatement. You guys have absolutely loved them and we've loved seeing the reaction to them. And as a little recap, here is the dinosaur showcase on the Lokiceratops.
I have a suspicion we're not going to get anything new.
Meet the Lokiceratops, one of the most spectacular horned dinosaurs you can add to your park. With its huge,
It does
colourful
look cute.
frill and curved horns, this recently discovered ceratopsian is guaranteed to be a guest favourite. Watch them show off. These social dinosaurs display fascinating territorial behaviours that guests love to observe. They thrive in small groups and can share space with
It's
other
gonna be a
peaceful
recap
herbivores.
stream, I
Just provide
suspect,
plenty
yeah.
of room and vegetation. Powerful, distinct, unmissable. The Lokiceratops is a captivating headline attraction for any new park.
It is a pretty dinosaur, Dan's Doodles. I will agree. The Lokiceratops looks great. I'm just going to be disappointed if we lose
A rather familiar voice
quite a
narrating the
few other
Lokiceratops
friendly
there, but
ones.
who's for selling
Good
more
dinosaurs
stuff?
for it.
So earlier this week, I had a chance to catch up with a senior concept artist, Emma, and what it was like bringing the Lokiceratops and the Utah Raptor back to life. So Emma, welcome to the Frontier Unlocked Sofas. If people don't know who you are, would you mind introducing yourself and telling people what you do?
Yeah, sure. So I'm the senior concept artist on Jurassic World Evolution 3. I also worked on Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I get to oversee the designs of all of our lovely dinosaurs.
So you're part of the team that make or actually
accent is
design
that?
these creatures, bring them to
I
the
thought
game,
she
bring
sounded
them to life
American
with
for a moment, but
information from paleontologists and Universal as well.
Yeah, exactly. So once we get that species name that we're going to add into the game, we jump straight into research to begin with. I like looking at the
can't place that
skeleton,
accent
the
at all.
fossil.
You know her, Dan's
Do we have
Doodles.
any cool fossilized material to work with? Do we need to maybe use fossil evidence from other species?
No, it doesn't sound like Canadian to me, King Giga.
And
It doesn't
keeping in
sound like
mind
anywhere
all that
from
research,
the UK
we also
either.
balance it, thinking about how can we imagine this animal? What would this animal look like in the Jurassic World franchise?
Yeah.
Maybe European.
So let's kick things off with the Utah raptor that we revealed a couple of weeks ago. People were very excited to see this guy back again. Can you just tell us about the Utah raptor, like as a whole?
I was thinking
somewhere
eastern somewhere.
Yeah, so the Utah raptor is a dromaeosaurid. So that's the same family as Velociraptor, and from that family, they were the biggest.
Paleo art, just admit it.
So in their environment in the early Cretaceous, they were the apex predator, and they were particularly robust and quite heavy for a dromaeosaur.
Were they the apex predator
and they
in the early
had to be
Cretaceous?
because they were hunting ankylosaurids.
Blimey, that's a big boy to chew through, absolutely. So dimorphism is a huge part of Jurassic World Evolution 3. So can you tell us about what differences the male and the female Utah raptors have?
Yeah, sure. So, now the Jurassic World Evolution 3, we have males and females. Until now, we only had females. So the differences with the Utahraptor, we went for something quite naturalistic and a little bit subtle, but once you train your eye to see it, you'll feel like a really accomplished ranger. So the male is a little bit more robust, a little bit, it's got a slightly bigger crest on the head, a little bit larger body, while the female is a little bit more slim. And the male also has a slightly different pattern as well. It's got a really cool line going down the neck.
You've got the males, you've got the females, but you've also
I hope when they
got
do
the juveniles.
sexual
so how do they
dimorphism,
compare when
don't
you're designing those?
make it like just one
Yeah,
slightly bigger
The juvenile is it's like
has
designing
slightly exaggerated
another
feet. I would
dinosaur.
kind of like more
it's the same
than
amount of
just
work. And
a
we usually have
subtle
way less
difference.
fossil evidence to work with, so we have to supplement a lot of it looking at real life animals and how
They
we
no
have to
longer
look
have
at a lot of
rabies
baby
and are
animals,
thus
essentially.
no longer hydrophobic.
So we look at, say, baby birds and how much the skull in particular changes quite a lot as they grow up. And using that science, we end up with really cute babies.
So it's not just artistic license to make them look really, really cute and adorable. There's genuine science
There is
behind
science,
how
yeah.
they look.
The science makes them extra cute.
That's so cool. So with obviously breeding in the game and the juveniles with their adult
Yes, that's
parents,
called ontogeny,
what kind
dearie.
of traits can you see being passed down?
Well, just like in nature, if you've got a beautiful herd of your red Utahraptors, the juveniles are also going to be carrying on that trait and look like their parents.
She used the word
and they're
herd to
be red
describe
as
a
well.
pack of Utahraptors.
So feathers are a big part of the Utahraptor's design. It's very, very distinctive. Did you have real world evidence of the feathers that they have in the game?
Yeah, well, we have a lot of fossils showing us that dromaeosaurs had feathers.
More like a
We don't have any for the
gang of
Utahraptor.
That reminds
yet,
me, I do need
but
to
we
do
do
my
have them
video,
for
but
related
I kind of
species,
need
and we can
help
even
with
see
that from you
on those
guys,
species
because I
that
want to
on
do a
the
video on
arm,
can we
there's
come up with some
little,
good names for a
horns for the
group
quills,
of
quill knobs,
certain
where
dinosaur
the
species.
feathers would have come out of. And we wanted to make sure we got that shape right,
Going to have
because
some
it's quite a
community
particular
sort of poll things
type of
going
wing.
on to help with
They
that
couldn't
video
quite use it to fly.
So even though the Utahraptors obviously it's a predator, it's carnivorous, but when you've got them in your parks, your herds, they are quite family oriented.
Yeah, they are, and we even have fossil evidence for this.
I like a mob of
got,
Utahraptor. That sounds
fossils of the whole family of the
raptor.
adult with the juvenile, and they're eating their little hunted dinosaur that they had.
See, flock is not
and they're
scary
yeah,
enough.
they're just all a family unit. You don't want to separate them in your park.
Absolutely not. So one of the other dinosaurs that we revealed was
they are
the
flocking this way.
Lokiceratops, and I think that one has gone down pretty well with prospective players. Can you tell us more about the Lokiceratops itself?
Yeah, so the Lokiceratops is a ceratopsian, and it's been a while since we've had a new one in the game, so this was really our chance to put a lot of love and energy into this one,
at the beginning of
make
the
it the best
year.
it can be. We
It's not
looked
been
at
that
a
long
lot
since
of
we've
fossil
had a
evidence.
ceratopsian in the game.
Even for the skin, even on the materials on the Lokiceratops itself, we looked at fossilized skin impression from other ceratopsians, to really add in those extra science details.
Speaking of
Tactical
details
sort
again,
unit.
we have the dimorphism in Jurassic World Evolution 3. How do the
Damn,
male
Micro got
and
ignored.
the
Yeah, damn
females
right.
differ?
Diablo, it did.
Yeah, so the Lokiceratops, I'd say, is an example of quite prominent dimorphism. So the male and female have slightly different crests. And even in the fossil itself, is a really cool skull. It's almost complete, and you can see how asymmetrical it is. And we represented that in the
Yeah,
game
the
as well.
skull
So
is
the
weird.
male and female both
Weirdly
have
asymmetrical.
slightly asymmetrical crests with that little bit of lovely natural wonkiness that really makes them feel alive.
Yeah, and of course you've got the juveniles as well. How are they to design and compare to the adults?
Well, the juvenile, we do actually have skulls of juvenile ceratopsians, and they're really adorable.
What about
and
Lokiceratops?
They
Like,
also
what
have
would be the
quite a different head
collective
shape,
noun
which was
for a
interesting. They've
group
got
of
really big eyes.
Lokiceratops?
Like they've not quite grown into their crest yet. So that was really fun to reference, and
A
I think our
scrum
final juveniles are so
of
cute. I think they're one of my
Lokiceratops?
favourites.
Like a
That's
rugby
amazing.
scrum?
So the moral of the story is for the Lokiceratops and the Utah Raptors, science is quite simply cute.
Yes.
And I think people are going to be really, really excited to get them in their parks.
A wall.
And thank you so much for joining us today and giving us your insight onto designing these dinosaurs. Thank you for taking the time. Really, really do appreciate it. And if you want to see more of these dino showcases, then please stay tuned to the Jurassic World Evolution 3 YouTube channel. But for now, we're going to take a look at that gameplay trailer once again.
I have a horrible suspicion that might be it.
Welcome to the Dinosaur Integration Network, or DIN for short. Our organization brings
That's
groundbreaking
the
sustainable breeding programs to a
AI-generated
global
image
clientele
of her
of
in the
demanding
bottom
site
corner.
owners.
'Cause I can tell that
We are
she's still
taking
got the one lazy eye.
paleocuration into exciting new territory. Where previous pioneers exclusively synthesized female dinosaurs, we are also creating males. These animals aren't assets to us, but the beginning of a new evolution. And do keep an eye on the young dinosaurs. They can inherit more than just appearances. Every site must be a perfect balance of security and spectacle. Protecting our guests is crucial, but so is inspiring the next generation. As
Male
with any
trike is
project of
very
this
ugly.
scale,
It does
not
look very
everything
weird.
will go according to
Dan Doodles,
plan.
I'll agree with you there.
As the park manager, you'll also need to assess emerging situations and get them under control. It won't be easy,
What if I
but
still
that's why
only
we're
want
hiring the
females?
best.
Well, I suppose
Din is
you
here
just
to
don't
make
let
a
them
difference.
breed.
Now, I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but please.
Caution, gate opening.
This is your first and final warning. Din must not continue.
They haven't shown off shit. Yeah, exactly. That's the your death fire. Is that literally?
So there you go, a closer look into the Utah Raptor and the Lokiceratops, two fantastic species you'll get your hands on when the Jurassic World Evolution 3 releases in October. If you want to catch up with the previous feature focuses and dino showcases, you can do so over on the Jurassic World Evolution YouTube channel, and I know you're clamoring for more stuff, but stay tuned for more feature focuses and more dino showcases in the coming weeks. Okay, let's do the giveaway. So hopefully you've all been entering over on Twitch, and we do have
That was that was literally everything that they were going to show. The fact that he specifically said, stay tuned for more feature focuses and animal showcases, tells me that these monthly streams, they're not going to show anything new in them. They're just going to recap what has already been told. What a waste of time. They don't have very long to hype this game. And sorry, I'm gonna shut that. Get rid of that. Let's just go back to the office, as it were. They haven't got very much time to hype this game up, and at the moment they're doing a really shit job of it. I don't see any point in them just recapping what they've given us in feature focuses. Like, what is the point of that? Yeah, a little bit of new footage for the Utahraptor and the Lokiceratops. There's nothing. Like, yeah, the questions that could have been... The questions sent in emails they could have spent some time answering. Nah, not gonna do that. Give me my hour back, Rob. I'm sorry, I apologize. I thought there might actually be something worthwhile actually seeing in this stream. Yeah, it's disappointing. I will use my secret weapon on them, Dolores. Possibly. Well. Oh well. So Smaug, what's going to happen? The usual Wednesday stream is going to happen, but it will happen at the usual time, because obviously me and Dane need to have dinner. And Fallout is currently not at home at the moment. He's sorting some things out. But yeah, it will happen at the normal time, which is in about 2 hours' time. So we'll be back then. More like Frontier locked. Nothing. Nada. Zero. You get nothing. To use a Willy Wonka's famous line. At least, yeah, at least we know that we're getting a feature focus on the modular building and the terrain tools. That's it. That's the only that was literally the only thing that was kind of informative about that. Oh well. Yeah, Zen, and these Frontier always seems to give false hope. The next showcase is probably going to be the Patago Titan 2, which we already... Yeah, see, I want every animal showcase to be an animal that we don't already know about. Like, if it's just, oh, here's a T-Rex, here's the Patago Titan, here's the Moser. No, can we have stuff actually properly revealed, please? See you in Discord, Fletcher. See you in Discord, Dan's Doodles. Screw the modular building trailer. Only watch it if it has new species. I'm just really surprised at Frontier being so sort of secretive about this game, because, like I say, it's out in October. We're at the beginning of August. Tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? Was it 30 days, half September, April, June, and November, 31? No, yeah, so the 1st of August is on Friday, and so that would leave them, what, 2 months plus a couple of weeks change to hype the game. I really honestly feel like they're trying to drag out like the whole baby dinosaurs as the thing to get hyped about as much as possible. I'm done caring about them. I actually want to see the scientist system. I want to see the modular building. I want to see the terrain tools. I want to see the game actually working. Like, it's all well and good showing us, like, the trailers and the clips they've got, but I actually want to see them playing the game like they did with Jurassic World Evolution 1 and 2's, like, streams they used to do. I don't know why they ever stopped doing them. I suppose because they became too informative? I don't know. Because at the moment, there's still nothing that's making me want to buy this game. Like, okay, It's got some improvements over Jurassic World Evolution 2, but the things that I put in a video months and months ago that were like, it has to do this for me to buy it, they haven't done any of them. So I'm like, I'm not interested, you know, I'm not hyped. You need to do more than what you're doing now, Frontier. I really don't want it to be as bare bones as Jurassic World Evolution 2, because it would be very disappointing. Let's just say that would be very disappointing. They did fire a decent amount of the team. Maybe that's why they don't have the people for it anymore. I'm in no rush to buy Jurassic World Evolution 3. Like, I haven't pre-ordered it yet, and I won't be pre-ordering it until the game is worth pre-ordering. So if that means it isn't worth pre-ordering on release, then I won't. I'm not going to be... I brought Jurassic World Evolution 2 on release day for the channel. And yes, it helped the channel grow a bit, but it was not the viral, you know, it wasn't the massive, overwhelming success that I thought it was going to be. So this time around, I'm like, I don't care. Like, yes, it might be better to buy the game day one so I can make content on it day one. But as a small YouTube channel, it doesn't really affect me. So I would rather vote with my wallet and wait. Give me my boy Leeds and his plankton feeder. Well, given that we've already seen the feeders as only shark and fish, that doesn't look likely, I'm afraid. I'd be fine if we got a reveal for Archelon and no, though. Yeah. Aviaries are the same size really bums me out too. Yeah, I mean, obviously we can dig out the aviaries ground a lot more than we used to, but it's still... the Quet still looks absolutely ridiculous in it, so... well, yeah, but Evo's going to get the game early because she's... Or, you know, she probably will, because she'll get early access because she's, you know, second only to Gaming Beaver now for when it comes to dinosaur games. She's done monumentally well out of the Evolution series. What happened to the alleged algae feeder? That's a good point, Potato Man. Maybe the algae is part of the paleobotany system and not a direct, like, feeder. I'm gonna build a custom aviary because F it, why not? Well, yeah, that was all a bit disappointing, wasn't it, guys? Sad, really. Yeah, I've got pizza myself for dinner, Rob, so, yeah, I'm going to pop off and get mine and Dane's dinner sorted out, and me and Fallout will be back in a couple of hours' time to stream whatever we intend to play today. Possibly something new that we're going to play together, so we'll see how it goes. We are Pizza Brothers! Yes, Rob, we are Pizza Brothers. So yeah, see you guys in about 2 hours' time. Thank you for tuning in to watch that abortive show with me. I'm sorry we didn't get more information out of it, really. I'm not sure I'll bother doing a live for the August one. I might just watch it, and if there's anything new, I'll make a video. If not. So yeah, see you guys in a couple of hours' time.